Today we're going to make tribal necklaces, which is like what you see right here on this little baby. And tribal necklaces from the Kayapo are made out of things from nature, things they find in the jungle around them. So there's cord, which they made themselves. There's yarn, which they also sheared from local animals and then spun and added the colors to it, dyed it. And a lot of these necklaces are made from shells or rocks, because those are things that are very handy in nature, things that they have around them. Some of the necklaces are even made out of teeth from animals that they've killed in their journeys. So you have to think first about what are some accessories you can add to your necklace that they come from nature, but they're things that won't rot, won't fall apart. For example, would you hang a banana from a necklace? Probably not, because one, they're really soft, two, they're going to rot, they're going to fall apart, so it won't work very well. So hard things from nature, stones, shells, sometimes there's bits of glass which is made from sand, yarns, which we'll get to that later, and figure out what these objects are going to be, and we're going to make them out of Model Magic. Now, Model Magic is soft and squishy and wonderful, but it does have a downside. It is air dry clay, therefore we can only open what we're going to use that day, because it's not easy to save it day to day or week to week, because it dries out, it gets hard. The plus about Model Magic is it already comes in colors. I'll give every table red, yellow, blue, and white, and it does mix. So like this yellow, for example, it's probably too bright for an animal tooth. Animal teeth are going to be slightly yellow, but not that yellow. So we can always take a little bit of yellow and take some white, and you can knead them together. I know the yellow disappeared, it'll come back. You can knead them together repeatedly, and the colors will mix. And when they first start mixing, they look kind of marbled, which looks really cool. And if you like that look, fine, you can leave it that way. Or if you keep going, the color will get mixed up completely together, so you have a new color. And another downside, it's really sticky, so you can't let your pieces that you make touch each other until it's dry. And if you set it on the table and there's anything on the table, it'll get stuck to it. Once you have the color you like, you need to use your hands to shape it so it looks like an animal tooth, or maybe it's a snail shell or some kind of a stone. Things that are hard, things that last. And once you shape it into what you want, we're going to take a long plastic needle and drill a hole, because in real life that's what they do. They drill holes so they can hang it from their necklaces. So make a little hole, spin it around a little bit so you have some room, and then repeat for your other objects.